Okay, welcome to another tutorial. This one's all about Google Drive. Google Drive is a very important tool because it will allow you to keep your files in a safe place or in the cloud, which means you can access it from any computer in the world. So if something did happen to your iPad, happen to your computer, you forgot your iPad at home, you can still log onto a computer at school or anywhere and access those files. Also allows you to share files with your friends, with your teachers, and allows your teachers and friends to comment on your files and to edit them with you. So it's really useful. So I'm going to click into Google Drive. So we've already set this up. So hopefully you've got access to it now. Okay, so if we go up to the top left hand corner here that you can see, and then I'm going to click on there, that opens up all this area down here. So what all these areas are for. So My Drive, quite simple, just shows you all your files and all your folders that you've got set up. Okay, and I can just drag it from left to right if I want to. Shared with me. Okay, this is all the files that have been shared with you. So these have been shared with me by my wife. So if I click on here, I can see these, I can have a look at these, okay, and I can open them in various other places. I can also see any of my favorite files. So this is all to do with files that I look at a lot. So for example, I'll be using it for like specifications for A-level economics because I'm always looking at that. So it will save me trying to find it because it's starred and all my favorite files will be there in that same window. Then recent files, these are all the files I've recently opened. So you can see the QR codes there have is the first one because I just opened it and you saw me open that. Then the next one down, so this is the files that are available offline. So I can edit them, I can look at them, I don't need to be connected on the internet. And I'll show you how we can make files available offline in the next few minutes. Also, how I can upload files. So these are all the ones I've recently uploaded. So all I did to do this was the plus button at the top of the screen there. I pressed on plus, then upload photos or videos. So this is really useful for backing up your videos from your iPad. So I know a lot of you have had problems with your iPads being updated and you haven't got the photos or they've been deleted by mistake. Okay, we can automatically put all these photos in our Google Drive and access them from the cloud as opposed to our iPads, so they're always safe. Also videos as well, which always take up a lot of room on our iPads. So I can click on upload videos and photos, go to my camera roll, and I've already uploaded a few of these. So there's my nephew there, and also so I'm going to click on some of these My Maps, and you simply click on the ones you want. As you can see, has a little tick that comes up. Then I'm clicking on the tick, and as you can see, they're all starting to upload there now. Okay, so if I go back to my Google Drive there, my drive, this shows all the different things in there. As you can see, as I'm talking, some of those files are being uploaded. But it still looks a little bit messy. So like we teach you in ICT anyway, we need to create folders to put all these things in so we can find them. So for example, I'm going to create an ICT folder, create, and there you go. It appears there. I can click on the ICT folder and we create another folder for a project that we're working on. So for example, my year 7s are currently working on a school leaflet. And then within that, I can click on that again and I can create another folder. So for example, one for pictures. Okay, I might create another one for, oh, not that. So create another folder for videos. And another folder for documents. So create. There we go. So now I can press back on the back arrow. I've got my ICT folder, and suddenly everything becomes a little bit more organized. So now I can pop these. So I'm going to pop some of these pictures into my Pictures for Business project, and I can do that by, there's the little eye, so you can see the little eye at the corner of each file. Okay, so again, these files, if I scroll down, don't have to be pictures. They can be Google Docs and PDF documents, as you can see there. So I'm going to move this one. Okay, so now on the right hand side we can see lots of different options that have come up. So I'm going to move this one. I'm going to star this one because it's one that I look at all the time. So that means it's going to be like in my favorites folder, and I'm going to move it to a folder. I'm going to move it to my Business Studies folder. I'm going to move here. So now it's disappeared from there. If I scroll up and go into my Business Studies folder, there you go. I've got my PDF file that I can have a look at and check that all the year 13s are doing exactly what they need to be doing. Okay, so I'll go back there. Also, you saw when I clicked on the corner, the eye, there's a option to share files with people. So if I press share, I can put someone's email address in. So for example, if I wanted to share this with Mr. Robertson, I'll go G Robertson at bsbonline.net, and I can choose okay, that's all good. Okay, and I can choose whether I want him to edit it, so he can do anything with it that I could do with it, or comment, or just view it. Okay, so I'm going to let him comment on it. So I'll press that. So now if we scroll down, look, we can see Mr. Robertson's there and showing that he can comment on it. So I could add someone else. So let me share it with Miss Walker. So S Walker at BSB Online. So it's come out automatic because I've shared things with her before. I can just click on that, and I'm going to allow Miss Walker to edit it. So I'm going to press on the blue arrow, tick rather, and there we go. We can see Miss Walker's appeared there, and she can edit it. Moving on, so I can also make this available offline, so I can see it offline. So if I click on there, you can see it's saving it. So if I go over here and look at the documents available offline, I've got the document that you could see before, and this image I can see offline whenever I want to see it, so I don't need to be connected to the internet. So really useful if I want to update something in the back of the car where maybe I haven't got the internet, on the train, on the plane, and then as soon as I've connected to Wi-Fi again, connected to the internet, it will automatically update with my Google Drive. So a really useful tool there to use also. I can also check my starred documents, so you can see there's a business document that I just starred, so really useful again. And if I go back into my drive, have a look at my folders and everything, I can press a plus button and I can create a new document. So iPad Bootcamp 2014, create, and this is just like any other document, a bit like updating in Pages or in Words. Okay, you can type away. I can click on fonts, change the font style if I want to. I can also change the color. Okay, I can also change the size, and I can also change the background color if I wanted it to be highlighted. So I'll click back on here. There you go. See, bigger, different font, and different color. Okay, if I particularly want to comment on a particular word. So if I was looking at this and it was somebody else's document they've shared with me, so as a teacher I might click on comments, click on the little pen and add a comment. This spelling needs to be checked. Okay, so imagine you shared a document with me, your teacher could put a comment in there about that particular thing. I could then go over here and put in another comment. So add another comment. So there you go, it's highlighted the word. I might put a picture may have been useful. Okay, so again, just by clicking on the screen, we can just put any notes together, and just pressing the cross over the left hand side, that takes me back there. And if we scroll down, we should be able to see, there we go, iPad Bootcamp 2014. And again, we can do all those things that we've said. We can remove it, we can delete it, we can share it with other people, we can star it, we could rename it afterwards if we decided we didn't want to do that. One other thing we can do that I haven't talked about, we can obviously print, and we can also get the link. So get the link, you can see at the bottom is copied to the clipboard. I can go out of this, go into my email, compose a new email, maybe to Miss Walker again. File to comment on, and then I just keep my finger pressed down, press paste, and there's a link direct to that particular document. Then I press send, and Miss Walker will get that now. So if I press my home button and then go back into Google Drive, I'm back in there. Okay, so that's your quick overview of how to use Google Drive, how to share documents with each other, how to organize your files in there. And as I said, you can log into any computer, go into Google, and then enter your username and password, and you can see exactly the same documents here. So really useful and something you should be using. Okay, bye bye for now.